Hello, my name is Ted Gould. I work on the desktop experience team at Canonical, and we're introducing Unity in the next version of the Ubuntu desktop. So Unity is a desktop shell. It provides functionality to desktop applications inside the overall window for the desktop. And so on the left side of the screen it has a set of launchers or a dock if you're looking at OS X context. It allows you to launch your applications, switch between applications, or see what applications are running. It also provides a consistent menu bar across the top. And that menu bar allows you to experiment and scrobble between the menus. Those are the menus from the application, but also a set of system indicators on the far right that display the system status and allow you to know what's going on in your system and emergency alerts that you need to respond to. It also provides a places, which is like a search, and we use the big friendly button on the left, which is the Ubuntu logo for us, and you can break down places where you can start to search your files and your applications to find the large breadth of applications that you may have installed on your system. Unity is a change in the desktop environment, and what we started to look at is why hasn't the Linux desktop moved beyond the enthusiast market to the everybody market. And we felt that one of the key issues that was missing was the designed interface. So we sat down and we started to look at what everybody needs and what everybody wants in a simple desktop, and we started doing user testing to figure out what was wrong with the current desktops. And so we took all that knowledge that we gathered and we started to design a new desktop, and that created Unity. So currently Unity's just hit feature freeze last week. This is Ubuntu feature freeze, and so now we're into the bug fixing area. For the most part, things are going to be the same throughout this release. We'll have the places. The places are going to receive a lot of polish. Currently places aren't resizable. A lot of the icons will change, some of the graphics, but for the most part, the features are landed. We just need to add the extra polish of the curved lines and stuff like that to actually get to the final UI. After that, we've got to sit down at UDS and figure out what we want to do next. We don't have a specific plan. We'd like to add more into the Places API to allow better searching throughout your files, better applications. We need to do more with the launcher and just make it a great desktop shell. So Unity requires hardware accelerated graphics, which doesn't require a new expensive graphics card. Mostly the limitations on Linux are driver-based. So you need drivers that can actually use the graphics capability of your graphics card. For most users, this is okay. Sometimes you have to use the proprietary driver for NVIDIA or ATI, but they have the ability to run that. If you don't, and we can detect that you don't have the support for the hardware acceleration, you'll fall back to the classic desktop, a very, very similar desktop to what you had in Maverick or previous Ubuntu releases. You'll still have the indicators, the same Unity indicators at the top, but you'll just have the application menus and the panel at the bottom to be able to switch applications. We're switching to LibreOffice in the desktop, and one of the things I'm excited about, it was kind of driven by the indicator date time, is that we're actually shipping GeoClue in the desktop. And so what that means is that we've created a small GeoClue plugin that uses the Ubuntu GeoIP service. It creates a database. So when your computer starts up, it looks up the IP and figures out where you are and suggests a time zone appropriately. We hope that this will bootstrap geolocation in the Linux desktop, because GeoClue's kind of been in a position of chicken and egg. You had the ability to have this API, but nobody used it because there was no good providers. And nobody wrote good providers because nobody was using it. So we hope to have broken that by, one, putting GeoClue in the default desktop, but also providing a Ubuntu GeoIP. And GeoIP is not 100% accurate, but hopefully it's enough to provide good mapping, some location-based data, and make your desktop overall more interesting.